I just got off the Carnival Vista a week and a half ago, and this is my review. Hey, welcome to the Blue Collar Cruising channel. My name is Ike Stevens, and as you guys have seen on this channel, if you're subscribed, just got done posting the videos from the Carnival Vista. Didn't really give too much in my full review, so this is what this video is. Before we get into today's content, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. We've got the Carnival Dream coming up in July, at the end of July, so that's exciting. But also before that, we have got a trip to Colorado, okay? And I'll take you to I'll show you some sights and sounds of Colorado, Pikes Peak, and things of that nature. And then also, we sit here right here in the studio and we talk cruising, things that's going on, maybe some how-tos, what to expect, and that sort of stuff. So if you like this kind of content, this garbage, maybe, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I will not bore you. So on June 4th, we got on the Carnival Vista and out of Galveston, and we did things a little bit differently this time. We did not stay in a suite. It's the first time since 2015 that we have never stayed in a suite. We've always stayed in a suite. And why do you stay in a suite? Why, first of all, it's a larger room with a lot more storage. Okay. The bathroom is, it's got a tub. It's a bigger bathroom. And with this balcony, with this room, what we stayed in was not a regular standard room. We basically bought this room for the balcony. Was it worth it? I don't think so. Like, I just don't. Mainly the reason why is that the sun, basically, listen, your heat of the summer, and then you're dealing with, hey, you already maybe have a sunburn, and you don't want to get a sunburn. Maybe my wife is, she's got that, light skin, and so she burns a lot easy than I do, a lot more easy, and so you don't really get a chance to be out there. There's no shade, basically. Also, there was some soot issues, right? The exhaust was spitting out a bunch of soot, and we would sit there and get dirty. You couldn't walk out there barefooted. You couldn't really wear white clothes or anything like that. And so that was kind of a bummer. Also, a con for being in this room was the bathroom. The bathroom was extremely small. And again, we're so used to staying in suites. Those of you guys who never stayed in a suite may not even notice a difference, but you get spoiled. I'm sorry, we are spoiled. We usually get on the ship like at the earliest time. This time we didn't do that because when you have a suite, your room is already ready for you when you aboard. And we had to wait till 1:30 for our to get into our room. So that's that's a perk of having a suite, and it's definitely worth it. Having a suite on all forms is worth it for sure. Things I loved about this cruise, though, I don't want to sit here and harp on the negative, because trust me, there's going to be negative. You stay tuned, because I've got a rant. The Havana area, we pretty much spent the whole time in the Havana area. As a matter of fact, we did not get to explore the ship like on, the Lido and 11 and 12. We didn't really do that much because of this much time we spent in the Havana area. Well, the pool, the hot tubs and stuff like that. It was so much more quiet. We didn't even really explore that much until like on the last sea day. And literally, if you saw the videos, the last sea day video, that was literally the first time we really got to explore that side of the ship on the top decks. And, and not a big issue with us. We've seen these ships, and so it's kind of like just walking around the ship. We just didn't really do that. The Havana, though, was worth it. Our ports, we stopped at Honduras, Belize, and Cozumel. Now in Honduras, we stayed at we did the cabanas on the beach. again for the third time, and we had a good time. We just did. I had my banana banshee. It was just it tasted really good. And did a bunch of snorkeling. Did a bunch of snorkeling. Belize, we didn't do anything. We didn't even get off the ship. Watched everyone else get off the ship. We just hung out in the Havana area. Um, just did a bunch of nothing really. Get wet. you know, it was a good time. It was a good time to relax. That's what we go on cruises for, is to relax. Cozumel, we went to Naiche Cacombe, and let me just say, and I'll do a separate video on Naiche Cacombe, but best one that we've been to. We've been to Naiche Cacombe now, and we've been to Passion Island, and we've been to Mr. Sancho's, and I would say by far Naiche Cacombe is our favorite. Now, I don't know if there was something up with the cooling situation in the Lido marketplace. We've been on one other summertime cruise, and that was last year on the Carnival Breeze. And it never did seem like the Lido marketplace was really it was really hot. It seemed like it was nice, and I wouldn't say nice and cool, but comfortable. You weren't sweating like a pig, like a dog. Now in the mornings, it seemed like it was fun, but obviously for obvious reasons, at night, it's able to cool off, and then plus those doors are able to stay shut for the most part. But I could tell you from lunch and dinner. It was extremely hot. It was just sweating. You could see us. We had our little fans on. You needed them. You needed them. And I just don't ever recall it being that hot on the Carnival Breeze, but on the Vista it was. And we noticed that from the first day on embarkation day, how extremely hot it was. So you guys let me know that are going on these summer cruises. This is only our second summer cruise. Usually we cruise in the fall and in the winter. That's usually our time. But let me know, because we've got 3 more booked for the summertime, including this July. Now, let me get to my rant. The number one thing that I did not like about this cruise had nothing to do with the ship. It had everything to do with the time of year and the other passengers. And other passengers, mainly kids and young adults. I'm going to do a separate video on this, so you're going to see me rant probably a couple more times on this. I think I've probably already done this before, but I've never seen the lack of common courtesy, the lack of manners, the lack of just giving each other space that I've seen on this ship, and mainly because of the kids and the young adults. Now, I don't know if these parents just let these kids just run loose. I don't know what it is, but I even remember seeing, I noticed this, I said this on one of the videos. I remember going to the elevators and catching an elevators. We were tired. I can't remember if we were going up and down. I think we were going up. No, we were going up. And it was towards the end of the cruise. We were kind of tired, and so we didn't take the stairs. We were looking to take the elevators, and we found, well, there was this elevator that there's a little kid, probably about 12 years old, and her mom was in the elevator just sitting there laughing. We got up in there, and she had every single button pushed. Now, this is something that kids do. It's nothing new. But the mom was right there, just thought it was cute as all get out. Like, really? Like, we ended up, we got off the elevator and we took the stairs, and we were tired. But it was just unbelievable. It's not only that, kids were cursing, running around, throwing food everywhere. I heard that there was fights. I didn't personally see any fights. Luckily we were in the Havana area, so it was pretty quiet. Our hall was quiet. The pool area was quiet. Again, another reason to get in the Havana area for you folks out there. I don't know how these kids are being raised, but I could tell you that I don't raise my kids that way. And when they get on a cruise ship, and they respect, they're quiet, it's their vacation too. They're going to have fun, no doubt, but they don't, they're not disrespectful. And that's the main thing, is being, respectful for other people. And this cruise, you parents out there, some of you parents should be ashamed of how your kids were acting. you know, and it's an exact representation of you parenting them. So if I hurt your feelings about how lack of a good parent you are, then I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. Anyways, thanks for watching. We got Carnival Dream coming up. We got Colorado coming up, and then we're just going to be talking about cruising. We're going to talk about these kids. I'm gonna sit down and we're going to have this discussion about kids on a cruise ship. All right, we're going to do this because that drove me nuts. These kids, these freaking kids. There's some other things, but hey, I appreciate you guys watching. We'll talk to you guys next time on Blue Collar Cruising 73.